Hello, it's Wardy Sue here, and I'm back again with an R5 video. Now, I've been asked on a few occasions to show an R5 team. That isn't the BJ team. By BJ, I mean the Bale Jensen nuke team, where you use Bale and get about 30-second runs. I done a YouTube search, and when I done a YouTube search, all it come up with was about 20 BJ5 teams. It didn't come up with any regular R5, and what streamers might not understand the quality they're at, and what a lot of people might not understand high up, is that there is a whole lot of people that just run normal R5, and with the room requirement you need on Bale to do the BJ5, it's nowhere as easy as people make out. I'll go into this in a minute. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you a run with a completely free-to-play team and then a Nat4 team, just to show you different combinations you can use. As you can see, straight away, I've got my completely free-to-play team in the middle, and I've got the Nat4 team on the right. I want to just get into battle so I can talk to you while I'm in battle, if we can get a decent support maybe. No, that's the Bale team. Okay, here. Maybe run something. I see a lot of my friends run a BJ team, which doesn't help when you're trying to... Right, okay, this team will run nicely. So we've got one of our friends, and as you can see, we're running the crit rate, defense, and resistance, which is exactly what you want. They're the three things you want to be running when you're running with people. Obviously, if you just have the one team and then you're playing two others, that's the combination you want. I want to get straight into it, and I'll talk to you about it as we go. So first of all, I just want to address the BJ5. So to get a BJ5 team, your Bale needs to be at about 230 crit damage or higher, and plus about 1700 attack. And that is on a Rage Wheel build, which is a really, really hard build. So it's not very easy. It's not as easy as people say, and like easy up BJ5 speed team. But I don't like people talking about that, because it isn't an easy thing to do, because the Bale's not an easy build. And even now we've got the artifacts, and we've got the chance to put a couple of 100 extra attack on him, which does make it easier, don't get me wrong. You've still got to get that 230 minimum crit damage out of him, and you know that isn't the starter build ruins that anyone's going to be having. So what I want to do here is I want to show you, or with Mr. Hopefully we'll get a attack break on him, or else you might be in trouble. So what we've got here, this middle team, it's completely free to play. It's just using basic of two stalls at the front, and then two nukes at the back, and then two supports at the back. So it's like a really basic team you want to be taking in. You want to be taking a couple of nukes in at the back line, and then a couple of people that are going to cleanse. For here, we've got the Fire Panda and the Konamiya. You've got your couple of nukes, which is a 2A Rourke and a 2A Crow. As you see there, this was a completely free-to-play team. You'll see the damage it's done in the middle. I'll go through the ruins now for you. It's got 33% of the damage there. It's got a ruin I'm going to keep, a grind I'm going to keep. And what we're going to do here is, if you see, I'll show you the ruins on it. So what we've got here is I've got nothing special. The Fen Yang I've just put on Rage, just to do a bit of extra damage. He is fully skilled, by the way, but I skilled him way back in the day, actually with Devilman's, way before I had many Nat5s. Now, if you can see here, all I've done here is put a defense, hit point build on him. He's got to have some hit point. I'd say 20,000 plus would be nice. And then a good chunky bit of defense, 1,000 plus. It's not a huge requirement. Get a bit of accuracy if you can. It's not a hard build. His base defense and his base hit point, his base defense is brilliant. His base hit point is good as well. So he is really easy to build. Darian, I've just put on anything. I've just done him for this video, for the sake of this video. And again, for him, I've just put my double guard wheel. And he's got hit point, defense again. Exactly the same, front two the same, couple of hit points and a defense. Again, he's got 28,000 hit points. He's got 1.2 defense. Plenty enough, a little bit of accuracy there again, so you can sort of apply defense breaking that if need be. On the back line, we've just got a Colleen. She's built okay. She's actually quite fast, my Colleen. Doesn't need to be this speed. Violent is kind of what you're aiming for. Got a violent broken, violent whatever you want. Mine's just a speed, hit point. Look at this ruin. It's not even max. It's a 5-star. It's a 5-star. Is that even purple? It's probably blue. It's got blue in it. You know, it's not a huge ruin requirement. My Konamiya up here, he's reasonably fast, so I use him in Arena. He's only on wheel because of arena in case I have Leos, so he counts as a Leo. And this is on Lee. He's just on, look, again, even if I use him, he's still at a 5-star at 12. These moons don't need to be maxed. The thing I'd say is your Rourke and your Crow do need to be a little bit tankier. So either get some, if you use Fatal, you can even, if at a push, like some people do with a Howard, slot 6, you can put a hit point rather than an attack. I wouldn't recommend that. But here you go, he's got like 22,000 hit points. Not much defense, but his base defense is really good. So if you can get some substats and defense and work that up, that'll work really well backline. He won't die. Mine's Fatal, it's not even Rage. I've just got a speed, critical damage, attack. Because I use my Crow in a few places requires a bit more speed for me. But I would honestly say don't ruin your Crow like I ruin mine. Ruin him attack, critical damage, attack. Or if you want attack, critical damage, HP for a hybrid, so we can be sustainable in other things like giants as well. And my Rourke here, he's reasonably fast. Again, he's just broken. My Rourke's not even violent, it's just broken. He's just got a, well, it's not even broken, 2 sets, I should say. There's a blade and energy and a destroy. Again, this got speed, he's got a crit damage, and he's got an attack. Yeah, it's pretty decent, but again, if you look at the attack power, it's only plus 983. These aren't really hard-hitting monsters. They're just a little bit tankier, so they can take a hit from the boss. This isn't the team I use. I put this team together for you to see. And you see it's completely free to play. It got a good percentage of the damage. It done really nicely. On the right side, we've then got monsters that you might have that you might want to use. In my main team, I can show you my main team. I should have it up. I will. I tend to go here like this. That is my main team. I can swap the aerial out quite easily for another damage dealer if I want, depending who I'm running with. Depends on what sort of safe runs I want. When you're running with people, you'll sort of see if you need to, how safe you need to run. And here, as you see, I use Howard. And again, she just needs to be a Fatal or a Swift even. Just put a few hit point on her, some subs. Again, she's going to be speed, critical damage, attack. And then you're just finding some subs. So crit rate, which really needs to be at 70%. But it's okay because you've got a crit rate lead to help on your way, to sort of help her out. Again, the unit used to be used a lot, not used so much now. Again, mine's just broken. You don't need huge ruin quality for R5. You just need a bit of durability, especially in that front line. So that front line doesn't die and keeps you sustained, and then you just have that couple of nukes at the back. They've just got reasonable hit point, reasonable defense. It'll more than do the job. My Diaz, he's on a couple of enhanced, which is always a good build, like Darion or Diaz, I would say. Great builds for these two guys is to get your enhance and stuff to give the whole team extra hit points. You say here, he's a hit point, defense, the same as all my frontliners. They're just double hit point, defense. It's just the easiest way to make them really durable, and that's the only job they're there for really. Then hopefully just maybe apply a couple of debuffs along the way. I do really hope this video helped. I did run the team a few times, it never failed. I did run it like 6-7 times, it didn't fail. It ran quite nicely. I'll bring the team back up just so you can again see. And there is your free to play team. You just swap them about, whatever works best for you. If you've got a Delphi, maybe the Delphi is a little bit better than Economia with that 2-turn immunity. But now there's just one jump. It doesn't hold the debuffs for long, and you don't hold the immunity for long. So sometimes a cleanse is a little bit better way to go. And with the Fire Panda getting that buff on his second to cleanse everybody, it's a really tidy little unit to use. I really hope this helped you guys out. It was nice making this video. It was nice to put a team together like this. It worked perfectly well, which is always nice to see. And I'll be back soon for another video. And until then, keep subbing, keep supporting. We're slowly growing, and I love that. And I want to keep making the videos. I want to keep growing. So do an old man a favour and keep subbing and supporting. All right? Until next time, Woody out.